Hey Nate, did you reach home safely yesterday? Hey sis, don't worry, I'm doing fine. Got a train to Boston this morning, and yeah, I'm back here. Good, study well in college, okay? And if you need anything, just ask me right away. Don't stress yourself too much over me. I have grown up and I can take care of myself. Just because you've grown up doesn't change the fact that I am your big sister. I have to look after you. But you have every right to make your life better too. Come on, sis. You got married 3 months ago, and you're still thinking about how you are going to support me. I have told you countless times that I am doing good on my own, and if I need anything from you, I will ask you right away. I promise. Are you annoyed because I'm still treating you as a child? Of course I am, but what pisses me off more is that you are not looking after yourself. You and Joey have started a new life, and I just want you to be happy with the family you two are about to start. But that doesn't mean I'm supposed to neglect you. You won't do that, we both know it, but sis, it's okay. I am fine, and I want you to be happy as well. I saw you yesterday, and I don't know it, I just felt like you were not happy with Joey. What's going on? We just had a little fight, that's all, but we made up this morning. You sure? Yup, all is good. Did he introduce you to his mother? I don't think he wants to talk about her. What's the deal with him anyway, if you don't mind me asking? Well, she was an abusive mother to him, who neglected him for most of his childhood. She was a single mom, but a terrible one, and once he was done with high school, he cut all ties with her. Why did he never tell you that when you guys were dating? I told you, it's a sensitive subject for him. And once we got married, I found his old album where he had a picture with her. That's when he told me. Joey has a scar on his forehead, which he got when she pushed him down the stairs at the age of 13. I was always curious about that, and when he told me everything, I couldn't help but cry. He told me to never talk about this to anyone, but I think as my brother, you should know this just in case you had any speculations regarding him. Honestly, I did have my doubts, but now that I know the truth, I feel a little relieved. He is a good man, Nate. Even though I just dated him for a year, you have seen how hardworking and loyal he is. That's true. He wanted to win your heart, and I think he did a good job with that. I wouldn't have given my sister to a wannabe. Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Nate, for always being such an amazing bodyguard. By the way, when is your volunteer work with the NGO going to start? Oh yeah, I completely forgot about it. In 2 weeks, I will be going there to make my first big report. All the best for that. Thanks, sis. You take care of yourself too, okay? Will do. Talk to you later. Love you. Love you too. Bye. My sister Greta has raised me since I was the age of 14. We lost our parents in a car accident a few years ago, and she became my sole guardian who supported me all these years until I got into university. She dropped out of college and joined a small company, and whatever she made was mostly spent on my education. She never gave herself the time which she truly deserved, and when Joey came into her life, for the first time, I saw her happy for hers. I am still not capable enough to support my sister, but seeing this man being that emotional support my sister always needed brought me a sense of relief. But maybe it was my brotherly instincts that always told me to keep an eye on that man. Mind you, he has never mistreated my sister once. His vague past gave me the idea that he is not trustworthy. But now that I have come to find out the truth, I feel a burden lifting off my chest. Now, all I hope for Greta is to live the fulfilling life she always deserved. A few weeks later. Hey honey, how's work going? Oh, it's going fine. Just got off for our lunch break. Man, I am hungry. I did pack you some lunch. Did you check your bag? Oh yeah, but my coworkers love your cooking so much, they ended up having it all with none left for me. Again? Seriously, Joey, I made it for you. Not my fault you can cook so well. Enough with the flattering compliments. I need to ask you something. Yeah, go ahead. What is it? It's about the bakery I am planning to open. You fell asleep last night, but I thought before starting it, I should talk to you about this as well. Greta, I've told you. You don't need to work when I'm already earning enough for both of us. It's not about earning. I always wanted to start my own business, and now that I have saved enough money, I can do it. You should save that money for our future. You know, starting your own business is no child's play. You gotta gamble a lot of things, and you never know how things will end up. You don't even have any proper experience with this. But you were the one who always encouraged me. You always said that my cooking is great and that if I practice baking at home, it will help a lot. But that's because I wanted you to get new hobbies. And just because you are a little better doesn't mean that you are going to spend my money on some bullshit plan, which is pretty much a failure. Your money? Are you kidding me, Joey? That's the money I have been saving for the last 7 years. How dare you say this to me? Greta, don't take it the wrong way, but that money, I know you have been giving it all to your brother. He recently joined college, and I know you handled all the expenses. And it's not like I don't want you to work, I just don't want to give you that load. What do you mean by this? It's clear that you don't want me to work, and you are keeping tabs on how I am spending my money. My brother got into university through his own hard work. He got a scholarship, if I didn't tell you this before. And whatever money I have, they are enough for me to start my own business. I am not asking for any of your money, so why are you being such an asshole to me? Don't argue with me here. Listen, we will have to talk about it once I get back home. Please don't get angry. Then how about you stop sounding like a jerk? I'm sorry, babe. Let's talk once I'm home. I'll listen to everything you need to say. You will have to. Bye. Love you. Hey sis, what's up? Haven't heard from you in a while. Is everything going okay? Yeah, I'm fine. How's your volunteer work going? Interesting? I am meeting these old people in this old age house, and I have been interviewing them. Their stories are really sad, but some are really inspiring. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, our team has started a charity for them, and we are receiving some nice donations from these good folks in town. There are still kind people in this world. That's a relief. It's not always that you get to see people doing good deeds. Someday when I have enough money, I'll try doing something noble like this. There's this old lady I met there last week. She is really sweet, but her story, when I heard it, it brought me to tears. She isn't generally the talkative type, but when the caretakers here told me that I am the first guy she has talked to willingly in ages, I felt so happy. Oh my, I know you don't cry much, but her story must have been quite moving. Yeah, she is almost paralyzed down to her waist, and her son, after stealing everything from her, left her here in this old age home. She has been living here for the past 10 years, and that man doesn't even bother showing up. But she is so kind, she still tries to find some excuses to not make her son appear as the bad guy, when he is clearly a scumbag who abandoned his mother in such a condition. Oh my god. That bastard should serve his time in hell instead of living. I was thinking of spending time with her once I'm done with my work. She asks me to stay every time, but I generally don't get much time. That's why once I'm done with this, I'll make some time to visit her once a week. That's a great thing to do, Nate. You are a kind boy. I got it from you. By the way, what about the bakery you were telling me about? Are you going to start it? Oh, yeah. I just talked to Joey, and well, he doesn't seem very pleased by the idea. What? But it's your own money you'll be using. Why is his ass burning from that? He thinks I'll waste that money and that I should save it for our future. I'm going to talk to him tonight and clear things out. But why? You don't need to ask for his approval. It's not about approval, Nate. He is my husband and a big part of my life. I can't just ignore him. I'll convince him, don't worry. And I think he isn't completely wrong. I don't have many qualifications, and he has a better idea, so I will be needing his help. Oh, please shut up, sis. You are way better than all those degree junkies who are spending their lives doing nothing but criticizing others. You have experience, and even though you never finished college, that doesn't mean you aren't better at what you do. You are an amazing baker and an amazing cook, and if you start your own business, it will be a huge success. Thank you, Nate. That makes me a little relieved. It's just that sometimes I do feel bad that I never got the chance to finish my studies, you know? I'm blaming you or anything. It's just I feel like I'm not good at anything. Don't you dare think like that. You are amazing, and you will do amazing whatever you set your eyes on next. I know you. I have seen you, and you are a brilliant woman. Whatever happens, I will always have your back, and if Joey plans on playing an asshole, then I will have a word with him. It won't come to that, LMAO. I will talk to him. You focus on your studies, okay? And keep giving me updates on the old lady. I'd like to hear her story. All right, but please talk to me if you feel down or anything. Will do. Love you. Love you too. I kept recalling the conversation I had with Greta, but I knew it won't help me focus on my work. The next day, when I got to the old age house, I was told that the old lady's condition is not good, and they will have to admit her to a hospital if she doesn't recover in a few days. I asked if her son was contacted, and they told me that he never responded to his calls, and that if we don't see any support from his side, it'd be difficult for her to get proper medical treatment. It saddened me deeply, but I still went to see her. As I got to her room, she welcomed me with her usual warm smile. She was holding onto a picture that seemed to be quite old. It was of her son. When I asked her what his name was, she said Joey. I was shocked, but I didn't reach any conclusion in a hurry. Instead, I stayed with her and chatted for a while. She told me about her son and how he must have left Boston years ago after leaving her here. While my blood boiled inside, I kept a straight face and just shook my head. All her belongings were taken from her by her own son, but she still didn't badmouth him. Instead, she started crying when she told me how once she accidentally pushed him down the stairs when he was forcing her to give him more money. The more I listened to the story, the more my speculations became clear. After an hour, when she fell asleep, I took a picture of the photo she was holding and sent it to my sister. Where did you get this picture? I told you about the old lady, right? That's her son, Joey, and also your scumbag husband, Joey. What? Was Joey's mother's name Haley? Yeah, her name is Haley. Oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? Check your bank balance. He must have stolen something from you. You guys recently opened a joint account, didn't you? Yeah? Oh no, wait, let me check. All right. A minute later. Around 10 grants from the account were transferred to his account last month. He took it. Shit. Don't tell him anything. Transfer all you share into your account. Change your passwords and file for divorce. I'm so shocked. He told me his sad tale about his abusive mother, but he's a fucking thief. That's why he didn't want me to spend any money on my business. That bastard. What did he say last night? We got into a huge fight, but I think he's going to make a move soon and take all the money. It's not too late now. You can do it. Oh, I will do it, and I will make him fucking pay. Once Greta started with her sneak attack, I made sure that Haley was getting the proper treatment. Luckily, I had a friend at university who had connections with some big doctors, and they were sent to check on Haley. The old age home managed the expenses, and once the medication was given to her, she started to recover. It was going to be a long process, but I was happy that I was able to do this for her. She asked me about her son again, and I told her the story. It broke her heart, and she begged me to forgive her, saying it was her fault she failed to raise her son properly. I convinced her that it was not her fault, and in response, she hugged me tight and cried in my arms. I cried with her and felt blessed that I got to meet this sweet woman who in such a short time gave me so much love. She asked me if she could meet Greta, and I said yes. She no longer wanted to think of her son, who made not just her, but his suffer, and honestly, I was so relieved when I heard that. But before anything, the problem with Joey was still there. And once he was given the divorce papers, he was ready with his blunt pitchfork to lash at me. A week later. You fucking bastard, what the hell did you say to my wife? Why curse me on a stupid chat box, you coward? Can't face me in person 'cause you're already wetting your pants? What do you know about me, huh? I can ruin your life anytime I want. Sure, I'm waiting for all the goons you're gonna call on me, but don't worry, I got my connections too. You should be grateful that I haven't ripped off your nutsack. Ask Greta to come back. Where is she? All is clear now. Just sign the divorce papers and get away with your pathetic life and leave my sister alone. Or I have other ways to ruin you. What are you gonna do, huh? Call up the cops? And what are you gonna say? That you stole not just from your wife, but from your mother, and then dumped her in an old age home, and then you refused to pay for her support. What? How do you know that? You are a sick human being, Joey, and you have no idea that I can send you behind bars with no hassle whatsoever, because I have all the evidence and witnesses prepared. What? I'm sure you already got a warning from the court for harassing my sister. And if you take even one step ahead, the cops are gonna beat your ass before throwing you in jail. And don't forget me either. I can ruin your life in a minute, but you should be grateful to your kind mother. What? Don't ever contact us again. Sign the papers and get away from our lives. My sister will do great without you, you spineless asshole. In the next 2 days, Greta received the signed divorce papers, and that bastard may be eliminated from our lives for the time being. She settled down in Boston and in a month was able to start her little cafe there. She met Haley and the two became best friends. It was an extremely wholesome moment, and for the two of us who lost our mother, she became that figure for both of us. I know Joey would try to reach my sister again, and that he'll use cheap tricks to get to Mother. But this is my family now, and if he dares cross this fence, I will be ready to beat him to a pulp for all the things he has done to these two beautiful women in my life.